Okay, I've got a Jude Moreau Bon Ton brand accordion in the key of F. Nice sounding accordion. It had originally been tuned. I asked him to tune it 10 cents wet. And what 10 cents wet means, you have to understand the accordion first. You got 4 sets of reeds. You got a high bank, you got a low bank, you got 2 mids. And in order to get a wet effect, which is basically like a tremolo or a wavering, like you'd hear in a lot of piano accordions. Cajuns technically typically like the dry tuning, but that's not always the case. Dry tuning means each reed is tuned exactly the same, unless you tune like Mark, which he turns it like a hair off on the mid bank. Now, wet tuning is when you tune it a fair amount off of the mid bank, whatever you ask to be done. I originally had this at 10 cents wet. Each reed was tuned at 10 cents, which means that it poses a problem where, I mean, any amount off will pose a problem if it's every reed's tuned exactly the same off. Each reed was tuned 10 cents off. So down here, up here in the lower reeds, it would sound like there was hardly any wet tuning, period. And up in the higher reeds down here, it would sound like there was too much. So I wanted to dry tune this and see how it would sound, and I dry tuned it in Mark's Savoy style of dry tuning. And I kind of liked it, but I was so used to it being wet, this high F, and I didn't want to take it all the way back to 10 cents. So I tuned it at 3 cents off, but that's not to say that each reed was tuned 3 cents off. This is called progressive tuning, what I'm going to explain. On the 6th reed, on the push, I tuned it exactly 3 cents. Now, in order to get the same wavering effect, the same speed of beats, it's called, like you hear, you'll hear it kind of wavers. Now, to get that same amount of wavering, you gotta, at least I do it by ear. I tuned each one of these mid reeds off to the point to where it all sounded the same in the amounts of wavering and beats, the same speed of beats. So down here on the low reeds, up here in the low reeds, I had to tune them more than 3 cents, and in fact a fair amount over 3 cents, and down here I had to tune it less than 3 cents from the 6th button. So you get this kind of even, really slightly dry with damp sound, you'd say. And it's got a nice sound to it. I'm really pleased with it, and I'll play you a song with it.